Hello, welcome back to Mina's Bookshelf. Welcome if you stumbled upon this little channel for the first time. So today I'm doing a viewer's request reading, and of course it's about Meghan Markle and the interesting week that she had between the Paris PR stunt and the interesting interaction with Harry in New York at the when she was accepting the humanitarian reward. So before I start the reading, I would like to ask you to go and look again at my reading about her birthday reading. I did predict Paris. There was something in the card. There was actually an oracle card that I pulled that was showing the Tour Eiffel that was answering the question what was coming next for her. And in another reading, there was actually also a reference to a new endeavor in a creative field involving textiles, I think. And I remember at the time saying, well, I wouldn't be surprised if she got involved in the fashion industry somehow. And there she was in Paris as a guest at the Paris Fashion Week, guest for a very controversial fashion house, maison, as the French people say. Go and Google it. I'm not going to give these people any free advertisement, so I'm not even going to mention their names. So the her appearance at this fashion week in Paris was actually marred by two or if not three or four maybe negative publicity. One of them was the ill-fitted suit that she was wearing, the ghastly makeup, the Instagram post, very crass, very insensitive, where she filmed herself with her feet up, drinking champagne in a limousine while she was driving by the tunnel of the Ponte dell'Alma, which is the one where Princess Diana unfortunately lost her life in a tragic accident. Her laughing at a poor model who tripped and fell on the catwalk, which is something that she does quite often. You will see her smirking. There's videos and pictures online everywhere of her smirking, enjoying other people's misery and misfortunes. And then again, unfortunately, also the rumors that she might have used the actual foundation and the Invicta Foundation money to fund this trip in Paris. Solo trip. There was no Harry inside. She was accompanied by this very mysterious, and I don't know, I get a bad vibe from the guy who was with her. We might do a reading about that guy at some point. And then the phony humanitarian award that both Harry and Meghan accepted in New York just a few days ago, and the interesting interaction, the interesting facial expression and behavior that Harry displayed towards her that screams that things are not as good as they want us to believe. And then lastly, that interesting Instagram post that Meghan Markle put up right after of her and Harry laughing together like nothing happened, that everything is okay between them. And I have a question, the origin of that video. Somebody saying that it might be AI generated. Anyway, this is going to be a reading for entertainment purposes only and for the sake of speculation. I do not know any facts. I'm just reading the energies of the cards. So the question for the cards, and I already pulled some of the oracle cards and will clarify in front of the camera with the tarot, is how Harry felt about the PR stunt in Paris, the horrid, very insensitive, very crass post about her driving by La Ponte dell'Alma, and the hint to his mother's unfortunate passing in tragic circumstances. So the internet is fraught with videos about the facial expression of Harry accepting the prize, taking pictures next to her and showing a very cold face, not the not the usual, interactions between them. So I asked the Truth Oracle first. Actually, this is the last card. The first card, the Snake card, appeared, and that's the Meghan's card. She's always there. For me, the Snake card, it would be like the Queen of Wands in the Lenormand, the Snake card. So lie, poison, and infertility. Now, somebody says that actually they are both into this scheme of try to confuse the public, and that maybe there's not actually any disharmony between the two of them. They might just faking for the press, to mislead the public, or because there's a certain goal that they think they can achieve, giving us the impression that they are actually on the verge of a breakup. My cards have confirmed in the past, in past readings, that actually these are the feelings. She is in this marriage as long as there's something for her to gain, and this is why she's not letting go. And he is staying just for the sake of the kids, but he's actually tired. But why isn't he finally making the move? I mean, he's accepting the situation, and, should we trust what we see in these videos? Should we really believe that he's tired of her and that he's finally trying to take the lead in this marriage where she has been wearing the pants from day one? So liposome and fertility, this is the Meghan card. And I might make a comment about each of these keywords. The poison is the toxicity of this person and their relationship. The lie, which is the tools and the means that according to the cards she might have used to ensnare him in her nets, in her trap. And then fertility, which could be, might be a hint to the ways that she uses to, keep a man in her snares. Then we have the forgotten person, core, past, and old friends. And this could be a card that points at her friendship with this mysterious man, Marcus Alexander. So maybe Harry feels like there's something between the two of them that he should know, that he should be aware of. Let's keep looking at the last card. Mystery, unknown, puzzle, illusion, and confusing. This card might actually corroborate the theory that Meghan and Harry are actually putting this fake front for the camera where they are together, but they're giving us the impression that something is not okay between the two of them. Or it might say that actually there are some cracks in this marriage, and that they're keeping them camouflaged and hidden. Chew, deep thinking, remember, solve puzzles, code word. And this could be a card for us readers to take a deeper look, because there's something that they're hiding. These two cards are basically the same as the High Priestess in the tarot. So there is a secret here. There's something that is not being said. There's something that they purposefully hiding from the public. Then we have the pet, dog, cat, animal, friends. Again, I'm now reading this card literally as a pet, but as a metaphor for alliances and loyalty with people around her. So from this line of cards, I would say that maybe Harry is starting to question the relationship existing between Meghan and Marcus, and why was he there with her in Paris. Second line of cards, we have it's not over, back and forth, baggage. So unfinished business. It feels like he still is unable to pull himself out of this relationship. It feels like there's a back and forth. He's still accepting her presence, is still accepting her choices, and is still not completely able to get himself to leave to leave her, to put an end to this marriage. Then we have the trash card, waste, worthless, and mouse. And look at the clarifying the forgotten person, core, past, and old friend. Look at what we see here in this room. Of course, this card hints at some, bad sheet action and the use of booze, as you can see, all bottles. It could be an indication that there's use of certain substances, that somebody might be addicted, that this might be probably also the way that she uses to make sure that Harry stays in the marriage. Then we have apple, wisdom, depth, sexuality, and joy. Again, probably the reason why it's so hard for him to get out of this relationship. It looks like every time that he tries to get away from it, she ensnares him back inside using, let's say her feminine arts, as these two cards indicate. Then we have the shadow, the other side coexists the reverse side, and there is a different side to this story that we don't know yet. We might have gotten a hint here and there, but things are still shrouded in mystery. They're still in the dark. And then we have street, circulation, sports, and exhibit, which indicates that they're actually putting up a very nice front. They're still kind of united for the press, for the media, for the reporters, for the paparazzi, and for the these philanthropic endeavors they're part of. So they're putting a front that is pretty manicured, well manicured, gives us the impression that everything is okay. You see how well dressed this window is, just for us to see and admire, but actually there's a hidden aspect here, and it's not good at all. And maybe there is an indication here in the cards that what she's using to keep him on the leash, I would say, although I have the feeling that he's starting to take the lead in the last two important outings that they did together. But this might be an indication that these are the arts that she's using, the means that she's using to keep him in. Then we have photograph, keywords photo, memories, souvenir, and card. Mirror, reflection, reference, distinguish, and appearance. And I think that when I pulled this line of cards, I was asking what is going to come next. We have hope, wish, expect, and desire. We have rest, pause, journey, new beginning. And we have breakup, walking away, separation, end. And the addiction card fell out of the deck as well. Toxic attachment. I'm going to show you also the bottoms of the decks. From the Truth Oracle, the bottom is taboo, limit, crime, forbidden love, and curiosity. Then we have from the... Oh, I still have to show you the cards from this deck. Okay, I'll keep this for later. So, what's coming next? I do feel like for both of them, or for Harry, since the focus of my question is Harry and his reaction to what happened in Paris, to her PR stunt, cosplay, Princess Diana, and so on and so forth. Memories, souvenir, and card. This is about the past, or this might indicate actually her posting on Instagram. Mirror, reflection, reference, distinguished appearance. I really feel like he might be going over some memories of the past in order to consider this relationship. There might still be hope for him to save it, to save it somehow. But we have the rest and the breakup card, which might indicate that he's actually intending to take a break from this relationship before actually putting an end to it, because the relationship, this relationship between the two of them is toxic attachment. There is no real love. And I doubt at this point that even if it continues, it will be like self-destruction for the two of them. Then I've been pulling a few cards from an oracle, love oracle, to get a deeper look at the state of their relationship. And this is what I got. I got the single card, always regarding how Harry currently feels in his marriage after what happened in Paris towards Meghan. We have a single, a reminiscence, so thinking about the past, seeking, romance. Then we have the passage, clarified by silence, union, hollow, toxic, again another reference to toxic relationship, and no show. So what I see from this card is that he's either thinking about going back to being single. It really feels like he misses those days when he was single, independent, when he was in the safe folds of the royal family, when, you know, he could be himself. I mean, the guy has obviously been humiliated. The post that she put up on Instagram right after accepting the philanthropic humanitarian prize and award in New York talks about the man who can always make me laugh. And honestly, the way she worded it, I'm not sure I would take that as a compliment. Think about it. So he might be thinking with nostalgia to the days when he was single and independent and free. He might be actually on the lookout, energetically, he might be feeling open to a new beginning, to a romance. And he is like sort of in a transition moment where things are not as they are and they're meant to change. The bridge here indicates movement, transition, change, moving from one place to the other, from a set of circumstances to another set of circumstances. So he is willing to change his situation. He wants to pursue a happy romantic life. Now, is he going to try to pursue this happy romantic life with Meghan again, making an attempt, or is probably thinking about somebody else, somewhere else? This is what the cards are telling me. And then we have silence, clarifying the single card. And I really believe that this card is telling us that nobody is talking about what is actually going on exactly between the two of them. Silence about the union followed by hollow. This is an empty marriage. It's a marriage on paper. It's a marriage for the camera. But there's nothing left. It's an empty shell because it's a very toxic relationship. No show. It feels like he's actually going to leave her. He's going to, according to the cards. Again, this is a reading for entertainment purposes only. I'm not stating facts. I'm just reading cards. From another deck, and I chose a couple of other oracle decks that are pretty lighthearted, how you can see from the backs of the cards, because the energy of this reading got so dark and intense as I was doing it that I thought I need something to lift the mood of this reading. So let's see what we got from here. We have love letter in the reverse, and the meaning here is missing someone far away. And then again, it's like in a past reading that I've done about Harry, the last two readings that I've done about him. He might be thinking about somebody else. He might have created already, or might be creating connection with somebody, or he might be thinking about a connection from the past. We have the chocolate here, celebration, love and rewards, toxic addiction, indulgence and temptation. We have the vampire energy, which I think it indicates Meghan Markle being drained of your time and energy. This is probably how he feels about Meghan. We have the glow card in reverse. The meaning is lack of hope, happiness and healing. Lack of happiness, lack of healing. And then we have the vacation in reverse, needing a break from daily routine. And I might add, he needs a break from his own wife. He needs a break from his own wife. So love letters, missing someone far away, receiving good news in the upright. So in the reverse is actually lack of good news. Lack of good news about a relationship here. This is a toxic addiction. She is really draining him of possibly of his money as well, not only of his energies. And there's a complete lack that their relationship might be restored or saved, and there's a need for him to take a break from it. Then we have sunglasses, cool, laid back and relaxed attitude, pessimistic view on the bed before seeing the good. So for me, sunglasses indicate also hiding something, shading his eyes. He's not showing us. Although, in New York, when he was accepting that award, it was pretty clear from his body language, from the way he didn't introduce his wife when the wife took the microphone, that something is not right there. Then we have the pregnancy card in reverse. I might read this card in multiple ways, but anyway, let's see the keywords here. Stress and difficulty in creative projects. So nothing good is coming out of this union. This union is not pregnant with happy news. There's a lack of fertility in every sense of the word. And then we have the breakup card, endings and new beginnings. And belly dancer, strength, body confidence, and sensuality, which I do believe might refer to Meghan and the way she might react if Harry actually tries to break up with her. And this card echoes also the trash and apple oracle cards here from these decks, where I told you that I believe that the way she is always able to rein him in and bring him back is the use of pretty crafty use of feminine arts, which according to some she might be famous for. Okay, so allegedly, I would like to clarify. So this is what the cards are saying. So what's coming next from another very light-hearted deck? Let's try to keep the mood a little bit on the lighthearted side here. We have confession, careless, trusted, staycation, another reference to wanted to take a break, wanted to go away, and death. So in the future, I really believe that there will be a complete disruption and drastic ending of this relationship. Confession, it might be that at some point somebody will spill the tea, will spill the beans about what is going on in this marriage. Careless, it will probably happen when Harry will not care about her and about the consequences anymore, because he definitely will not care about her anymore one bit. Trusted, it means that I according to my interpretation of the card, that he might find alliances and with people he has some sort of trustful connection, and maybe he will spend time away before finally making the decision, as you can see here, rest in peace, to put an end, to finally close the grave in the cemetery of this relationship. I would like to show you also what the bottom of the decks say. We have the solitude. In my tarot reading, Harry shows up as the hermit. It's been weeks and weeks now that he always shows up as the hermit, and this is my hermit card in this deck. He's solo. Solitude, of course, he's alone, lost his friend, lost his family, doesn't have a real wife anymore. Is on a solitary journey here. And I would like to hope that maybe this is also a good time of introspection for him. Then we have depression card in reverse, loss of hope and confidence on the bottom of this deck. And on the bottom of the last Candy World deck, we have bitterness. So this is the mood, this is the feeling, this is how he feels about his wife, and this is what, according to the card, energetically, potentially, he will actually move in the future. There will be a breakup. She might try as much as she wants to rein him in, but it's not going to work. Now, let's clarify with the tarot. Let's see how. I'm going to use 2 decks, one for Harry and one for Meghan. I'm going to use this one, the Light Seer, for Harry, and the Unfolding Path for Meghan. Okay. This is to satisfy all the viewers that actually enjoy seeing me shuffling the cards in front of the camera, which I enjoy too, but my readings are very, very long, and it takes me forever to uploading them on YouTube. And I realize that if I keep them below 30 minutes, which is usually half of what I normally record each time I make a reading, the videos will be uploaded much faster on YouTube. So how does Harry feel about Meghan after the Fashion Week in Paris and her PR stunt by the tunnel of the Ponte? We have the Judgment card, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse, and we have the Tower. I really feel like he was really upset, as this Tower card indicates. Not only upset, deeply disturbed, caught by surprise. He was negatively surprised. I don't think he expected his wife to get to this low point. Not happy at all. It really feels like the ending of the family harmony. And the Judgment, for me, might indicate that he finally is seeing the light. And this is his chance. This is the chance that the universe is giving him to leave this woman and the very dark energy she brings along, to leave this woman behind. He's finally seen the light. Is it possible? Is it true? I really hope so. Now, let's see how she feels. She's been playing coy and shy and timid and sweet, looking with adoring eyes to him when the cameras were rolling and the paparazzi and the reporters and the photographers were clicking. And the moment she's behind the corner of the wall and he's not following her, she has that, what the body language experts are calling the mask slip. So how does she feel? We have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, that's her witchy self, always thinking of using her magic wand, her ways to make things happen. How does she feel about Harry now, after the Paris week? We have the King of Wands in reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Six of Cups. Okay. I would say in this particular reading, this Queen of Wands indicates her, and this Six of Cups might refer to her kids. The King of Wands in reverse might be the energy of Harry right now. I think he's finally trying to get his power back, his leadership back. This card in reverse might indicate somebody who is furious, who has a bad temper, who is really mad. So she really feels like he's really upset. She has done something here with the Ace of Wands. They really upset Harry. This is why now in this reading he appears as the King of Wands in reverse. Remember, the King of Wands in reverse is somebody who has the power but is also mad and ready to use that power in destructive ways. But there she is the mother of the kids, and she's going to appeal to that sense of family in order to keep him in the family. What's going to happen next? What is Harry going to do? Yeah, she's going to use the kids according to these cards and remind them that I'm the mother of your kids. You cannot leave me. Harry, 8 of Cups. It's not the first time that I get the 8 of Cups for Harry when it comes to questions like what he intends to do for the future. This one just flipped. We have the King of Swords in reverse. It could be the divorce card. He does want to walk away. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Let's get a jumper. Let's see if we can get a jumper. Knight of Cups. I hope it's not him going back on retracting and withdrawing and, you know, apologizing to her. And this would be why, although he's in the King of Swords energy, which indicates his desire to put an end to this marriage, but it's in reverse. It feels like he wants to leave, but there's the temptation. There's that hold that she still has on him that might block his actions. King of Cups, and what comes next? Can we have a jumper, please? Can we have a jumper, please? Spirit guides from the pure white light. What is he going to do next? What is he going to do next? This might hint to a repacification. Somebody might offer an apology. Might come forward with a heartfelt apology. And that might be Meghan, maybe. Oh, yes, we do have it. And the 7 of Cups. Okay. He's definitely with a foot out. He wants to be free. He wants to leave this marriage. He wants to leave her behind. But his energy, his intention is blocked here because she might come forward with an apology and another trick to keep him reined in. Let's clarify, what is Meghan going to do if Harry actually breaks up with her and leaves, or hints at that? Oh, she's going to be upset. 3 of Swords in reverse and desperate. Then we have the Queen of Swords in reverse right under the King of Swords in reverse. Well, she doesn't want to divorce, of course. The Devil. Yeah, she's going to come forward. She's going to try to lure him in using, you know, her tactics. And unfortunately, this guy has an addictive personality. He might give in to the temptation. He might fall for it. And 5 of Pentacles here. She doesn't want to be left alone. She's desperate about her financial situation. So she's going to try whatever is possible for her, temptation, to lure him in. Using one of her multiple tricks. The things that have been working on Harry until now and have the potential to keep working. Bottom of the deck here, we have the Magician in reverse. Playing these tricks, playing these illusions, and the 4 swords for Harry. So the desire, the intention for Harry to move on and leave her behind is there. And hopefully, you know, these are just cards. They talk about energy, they talk about potential, but then nothing is written in stone, and people are ultimately the movers. Their decisions are in the end what matters. So hopefully he will resist the temptation, but she's going to try her best here to lure him in. She might actually play the wife card, the kids card, to convince him to stay. Apologies, pretending that she's very remorseful and regretful, tempting with the things that he likes. You know what I mean? So this was my reading about the disaster of the Fashion Week in Paris and the reaction that Harry had and the way he was showing in front of the cameras at the Humanitarian Award in New York. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you found it entertaining and interesting. Please let me know in the comment section how you liked it. If you have any other precious information that you want input that you want to contribute to this conversation, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And until I see you next time for the next viewer request reading that is coming up next, many blessings.